Welcome back to my channel. My name is Dylan Jarris, and I'm an Etsy shop owner of about 7 years. I've sold $1.5 million in revenue on this platform, over $1 million in profit. And today I'm sitting here with one of my students in multi-six-figure Etsy Blueprint, my program where I teach Etsy sellers and prospective Etsy sellers how to build a multi-six-figure business. So here I'm with Quanisha. Would you like to just tell us a little bit about yourself and your background?
Yes. Hi, my name is Quanisha. I am originally from Michigan. I currently live in Atlanta, Georgia. I'm a mom of 4 kids, and I wanted to find something where I could get a different stream of income to bring more into our household since we are such a large family. I love to just create stuff, so I figured I'd try to start an Etsy shop. I did what a lot of people do, just go on YouTube and start searching. And I went through a lot of different courses and different people. It just was overwhelming. Everybody had a different opinion, and I could not get a clear path to where I needed to be.
Yeah, there's so much on YouTube. And, sometimes you come across these videos and you watch them, it's like 20 minutes, and you think at the end, you're like, what did I learn? What was the takeaway? What can I do with this? So you have 4 kids and a husband, and now your husband also has a business going, right?
Yes, he does.
How do you manage that? Or what is the goal for Etsy? How is Etsy going to fit into your life with so much going on?
That's something that I had to kind of assess when we were considering even doing the course. Like, will I be able to make the time to do it? And one of the biggest things that I realized since being in your course is just how tenacious you are with just getting things done. I am a recovering perfectionist, and that is something that you're just like, that needs to get out of there. I get analysis paralysis all the time. So being such a, busy mom and helping at our shop, it's really shown me not only with this, but in the shop, just how to make the time necessary to get things done and to allot certain things. And I'm getting better and better at it, but I'm very excited about that. That has been like one of my biggest takeaways so far is just getting stuff done versus trying to overthink things and be a perfectionist and all those other things that happen when you overthink stuff.
Yes, yes. And now you came into this program with a shop. Like, you had your ideas and you had taken a course, right? You'd taken a course before.
I did.
What kind of prompted you to take this program after already have taken a course?
Well, I think it was like $97, and it came with a couple courses within there. But then I realized after I paid for the course, a lot of the things that was discussed was already talked about on the other person's YouTube channel. So that was a little bit discouraging because even though it did give me some direction, it didn't give me enough. So I found your channel some type of way in my going down the YouTube rabbit hole of watching video after video, and your channel came up. I think it was talking about SEO or how to title videos. And I found that to be very practical, very helpful. And I just loved your background because, a lot of people on YouTube just claim to know things, but I just love that you came from a corporate background and you kind of had the things to back it up. And so I think it was the other video that I watched of yours that made me want to just take the leap and try your course. And I'm glad I did because it's so much information, and you can tell that you put a lot of time and effort into it. And it was not like 97 course and then you get like 2 videos and a link to something else. It's been very, very helpful, and it's been a lot of information, a lot of things to do, just how to do it. I'm like just been filled with information, but I also feel charged and encouraged to actually do what I need to do. Like I have a clearer path instead of just kind of like a broad, vague path that left me to feel like I had to go on YouTube and continue finding other people. I can put all the other, gurus off to the side while I focus on this. And that's exactly what I was looking for.
That's awesome. Before you signed up, we had a conversation. We kind of talked about the program and we talked about what your goals were. And I'd love to hear, how you came to that decision because it is a big decision to invest in yourself. And, this isn't a $97 course. So how were you able to make that decision?
The decision wasn't hard. It was just which choice I wanted to do. Being a business owner, we definitely understand that you kind of have to spend money to make money, if that makes sense. We knew that it was an investment, and we also knew what you were bringing to the table, because I love that you gave us, snippets of what we would experience. You just made it very clear. Like the $97 one, it was a mystery what I got until I paid for it. So you were very upfront about what to expect, and that definitely helped us to make a better decision.
That's great. So it was you and your husband on the call with me before you enrolled. And I would love to hear, do you have any advice for people who are maybe, they're like, they want to do it, but they're worried about talking to their husband because maybe they're not making enough money right now, and they're worried about spending the money and asking if it's okay. How would you recommend approaching that?
It definitely wasn't hard to get my husband on board. The call and just seeing that you were a real person definitely helped. And for anybody who is questioning whether or not they should, definitely figure out what works for you. But for us, it was a great fit, and it was worth the investment. It was just making sure that it was the fit that we know that we needed. Time is money. So you can spend a lot of time doing a lot of researching, doing a lot of things that may not get you where you need to be. And I realized that with you, it would cut my time down tremendously, because I'm not spending hours and hours watching YouTube videos. And for me, just having a direct, concise place to go, it changed the game for me, because like I said, I have 4 kids. There's so much stuff to do. I don't have time to sit on YouTube trying to figure out who's saying what and all those things. So that is like the biggest takeaway, I would say, just to consider what your desires are, if your time is worth it, because it is definitely an investment, but it's a valuable investment.
Yeah, the time thing, especially with 4 kids. I mean, time is your most valuable asset here.
Your time is valuable. So either way, you don't want to spin wheels
Yeah.
trying to figure stuff out if you don't have to.
Exactly. So you're about 3 weeks into the program. And I would love to hear kind of what your goals are, what your plans are for Etsy. How big are you trying to go? Because I think it would be really cool to come back in 6 months and do another video and talk about, okay, where did you go from point A to point B here?
So my goals are right now is just getting the process down. And I don't know what that process is, but definitely just getting stuff started. Feeling like I have to have all my ducks in a row. I'm throwing that out the window, and I'm just going to start somewhere and kind of see how things go and just trust the process. Like, this is not like, oh, pop some things on Etsy and then it's just gonna set it and forget it. Like, it's definitely not how people make it seem, like, oh yeah, you can just do this and it'll just run itself. Like, this is a business. Because it's a business, my projections and all those things, I went from like here to here. Like, I've gone well beyond what I think, and I have like goals of supplementing the income and taking over what my husband has done, because he's done such a great job, but he works very hard, and I would love to take some of that stress off of him. Just all the things that small business owners dream of, like, I want to contribute that to our household.
Yeah, those are great goals. And you and your husband are a great team, and you help with his business, right, too?
I do, yes.
It's not like you're not busy. You are very busy,
Right.
but you're carving out the time for this because you know long term it's going to be worth it. And I think that's really admirable. We can always find excuses, right? Like, we can always find excuses. It's not the right time. I'm too busy. I'm moving. I have this going on, that going on, but there's never going to be like enough time to 100% do something. You just have to carve it out, right?
Yes, and that's what I've been doing. Like, my kids know, like, mommy's on a break. You guys are fed. You have food, water, everything you need. I'm going to go work. I'll be back in about an hour. So,
Yeah, and that's totally
yep,
reasonable. Totally
yep.
reasonable. I think this was just really helpful for anyone who's been on the fence, wondering, okay, what is it like on the other side once you're in the program, knee deep, month in, what's going on? And I think it would be wonderful to come back in like 6 months so we can show everyone what's happened, the progress.
Absolutely.
Awesome. So I hope you guys all loved meeting Quenisha today. I definitely hope you subscribe to the channel and stick around, because we have more student results coming out, and you want to follow up to see where Quenisha is in about 6 months. So definitely subscribe if you want to stay tuned on her progress. If you are interested in becoming part of the program, or if you just want more information on it, just reach out. We can send you over the info and details to see if this is something that's a good fit for you. All right, we'll see you in the next video.